Josiah keeps the Passover. Josiah kept the Passover to his Lord in Jerusalem. He sacrificed the Paschal lamb on the 14th day of the first month. He then placed the priests in the Lord's temple according to their divisions, clothed in their vestments. He told the Levites, Israel's servants, in the temple, to sanctify themselves to the Lord, and to place the holy ark of the Lord in the house that King Solomon, son of David, had built. For he said, no longer will you carry the ark upon your shoulders. Now serve the Lord your God and heal his people Israel. Prepare yourselves according to your families and tribes, according to the writing of King David of Israel and the magnificence of Solomon his son. Stand in the temple in your proper order before your brothers, the children of Israel, and according to the office of your paternal families, the Levites. Sacrifice the Paschal lamb, prepare the sacrifices for your brothers, and keep the Passover according to the Lord's commandment given to Moses. Josiah gave 30,000 lambs and the kids and 3,000 calves to the people who were present. These were given from the king's possessions to the people, to the priests, and to the Levites, as he promised. Hilkiah, Zechariah, and Jehiel, and the overseers of the temple, gave the priests 2,600 sheep and 300 calves for Passover. Jeconiah, Shemaiah, and Nathaniel, his brother, and Hashabiah, Okil, and Jerome, high-ranking officers, gave the Levites 5,000 sheep and 700 calves for Passover. This is what happened. The priests and the Levites stood in their proper order before the people, holding the unleavened bread according to the tribes, and the governors to their paternal families, to present the offering to the Lord, as was written in the book of Moses. This was done in the morning. They roasted the Paschal lamb with the fire as was fitting, and the sacrifices were boiled in copper pots and pans, providing a fragrant aroma. They were then carried out to all the people. After this was done, they prepared the Paschal lamb for themselves and for the priests, their brothers, the sons of Aaron. For the priests offered the fat until late, and the Levites prepared it for themselves and for their priests, their brothers, the sons of Aaron, the temple singers, the sons of Asaph, were also in their proper place according to their appointed order made by David, along with Asaph, Zechariah, and Edenus, who belonged to the king's entourage. Moreover, the gatekeepers from each gate were not to leave their posts. For their brothers, the Levites prepared the Paschal lamb for them. So the things concerning the sacrifices were completed on that day. They kept the Passover and offered sacrifices on the altar of the Lord according to the command of King Josiah. Thus, the children of Israel who were present at that time kept Passover as well as the feast of unleavened bread for 7 days. From the times of Samuel the prophet, there was no Passover kept in Israel such as this. No king in Israel ever kept such a Passover as Josiah did, along with the Levites, the Jews, and all Israel who were present and living in Jerusalem. This Passover was kept in the 18th year of Josiah's reign. These works of Josiah were upright before the Lord, for his heart was full of godliness. The events that took place in the days of Josiah were recorded long ago. They concerned those who sinned and acted impiously against the Lord, even more so than any nation and kingdom, for they grieved him extremely. So the words of the Lord came against Israel. Then after these acts of Josiah took place, Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, went to make war at Carchemish on the river Euphrates. So Josiah went out to encounter him. Then the king of Egypt sent word to him saying, King, do we have to do what do we have to do with each other? O king of Judea, I was not sent against you by the Lord God, for my war is at the Euphrates. The Lord is now with me, and the Lord is hastening me onward. Therefore, withdraw from me and do not be in opposition to the Lord. Notes from the previous page. 1 through 31, the Passover under Josiah and the account of his death. Josiah was the last king of Judah to seek the truth. As such, he is a figure of Christ, who is the embodiment of truth. John 14:6. From Exodus 12, we learn that the Feast of the Passover is an Old Testament type of the New Testament Paschal feast. 1 Corinthians 10:23 through 26. In which the church celebrates the death and resurrection of Christ.